All right. Okay. So, David Priest, the Metal Priest. We're doing this for themetalpriest.com. We've been around since like 2000 or so. So let's talk to always. So, it's a very good pleasure to be able to speak with you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Just listened to the new album today. Got the promo for it last night.
Yeah.
And not what I expected. I mean, it's really good. It's a very strong album, and very powerful. And I have to say that it took me some warming up to get used to the band.
To the band in general, or the new album?
To the band in general, ultimately. And I think this new album is probably the first one that I've actually really dug. Just be honest, I mean, it's been a while. It's I'm not sure how to appreciate you guys, and I'm one of those people. It takes me a little bit of time to evolve with the times. I'm always looking back, grabbing onto the old school stuff.
Okay.
And I've heard a number of people say that they didn't quite get you guys. You're very different than anything else that's out there. Was this something that just naturally occurred, or was it your mission to try and be different?
That should be a question for the guys who started the band, I guess.
Yeah, it probably
but I
is.
think for what I know is, and think is cool about it, that I don't know any other band that sounds like Sabaton.
No.
But you can hear a lot of other music in Sabaton. You can hear the influences really well, but I can't speak of one band who sounds, like it.
Yeah.
But then, I think when they started out, I guess they wanted to do something new, or
I think the vocals are what stands out the most.
Yeah.
I mean, his style of singing being very, very deep. Some people classify the band as like power metal, but it's not like any power metal I've really heard.
More like heavy metal.
It's metal, but all the rolling R's and the, it's very distinct.
Like the military style.
Yeah, what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's something that's different, and I guess people aren't sure what to make of it just yet. It's intriguing enough to keep people interested, but I think it's going to take some people, like myself, a bit to warm up to it.
Give it some time. I think the new album, for me, being the newest guy in the band, Chris and Tom have been in the band for quite a while now, and how weird it may sound, this is actually the first Sabaton album. I don't know if it's because we're playing on it, but this album I would buy. Even if I was not in the band. I like the other album as well, but I really like what...
So that's not a biased...
No. I was just being honest. I like the other stuff, but this one, then it really happened for me, I guess. Because the drumming is fucking awesome.
Now, I mean, the singer, I don't know if you guys have talked to him about it. Was this a conscious decision to try and sing in that way? You wanted to present something different, or is this the way he's always done it?
No, the funny part is that Joachim has never been a vocalist. He started out playing piano in the band from the beginning. And then Per, the bass player, told him, but you can just roll something into the mic until we find a singer. And then after a while, Per thought, this sounds cool, but different in a way. So we're gonna keep you as a vocalist, and we're gonna add a new keyboard player. He's like, what the fuck? So
I want to play keyboards, man.
Yeah. So it's a pretty cool story actually, because he started out playing piano. He's an amazing piano player.
Really?
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah.
And
you should get a solo.
Guitar player as well.
So do you guys have a keyboard player with you now?
No,
still without. Right?
Yeah.
They should do something. If he's that good, he should show off and just bring one.
We did that in Sweden actually. They have an old song from the really early era, and we took up a really big keyboard, and he started playing and singing at the same time, and then started playing with it. So it's pretty cool.
Now, of course, you guys, like you said, you've been around for a while, but you're the newest guy in the band, and I don't know, when you're a kid, you dream of getting into a band. You get to a band, you put some albums out, things are going good, and all of a sudden, the band's just not there anymore. Everybody just leaves and goes and does something else. Of course, you guys get the call to come in and be the replacements, but that's a pretty traumatic thing. Do you think that there was ever a time that that was like the end, and people thought it was the end? Your singer thought it was the end.
A lot of people thought it was the end because so many left. And
4 people.
4 people.
Four people. Yeah. And
After what is it? 10 years?
yeah, 10 years.
More, even.
I mean, everybody grows up like in the young age thinking I want to be a rock star. But when you start having a house, kids, a wife, it starts to get really complicated being on tour.
Right.
At least
For some people.
for some people, it is a problem. And I mean, so many shows we do now a year. It's insane. We don't have any free time at home almost. It's just hard to have a girlfriend at home.
Right.
But I mean, what did we do last year? 140 shows, and then just the traveling,
Plus the travel days.
plus the travel days.
Do you think that there's a lot of musicians out there that don't really count the costs of what's going to be involved getting into this industry?
I don't know. What I know is that there are a lot of musicians who absolutely think they know what it's like until
Right.
they get into a van or 30-hour flight to Costa Rica, 6-hour and 60-minute show, 36 hours back.
Yeah,
And then you're home
no
for one
sleep.
day and next show. You know, it's pretty hard, but if you're in it for the money, walk that way.
Yeah,
And if you're really into it and play music, maybe that's why. I don't know. We must be a little bit stupid to do this. Yeah.
yeah.
Now, do you think you guys, I mean, will eventually reach that point where the road's got to be retired and you just settle down and do a family thing, or is this something you're planning on being in for the long haul?
This is for the long haul. Yeah.
All of us. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in this band. And they were very clear with that when we joined the band.
Yeah, they want a repeat of history, obviously.
Of course, that would be terrible for the everything. So.
I mean, I don't have anything else than music. I love music.
Now, why the war themes? You know, I mean, it's all about. I mean, do you feel like this is limited?
I mean, there's so many bands out there singing about slaying dragons and fucking women and stuff like that. I mean,
It's not that many bands singing about fucking men.
Yeah, exactly.
Should we start a new band? Is that weird?
It depends on what circles you're in, man. There's a few blocks down the road. I think they embrace you wholeheartedly. You could have a place to play every night, I'm sure.
No, I mean, it was actually, I heard this story from Joachim, and how they got into writing about the history of war was when the first time they wrote Prima Victoria. It was a really heavy song, and they wanted the content to be something really powerful and heavy to the song. And they came into the D-Day. So they started searching, reading books and stuff, and got more and more into it. So, I mean, writing lyrics wasn't a necessary evil anymore. So that's why they got into like the war thing.
Yeah.
And it's definitely not limited.
Okay, well, there's a lot of wars to talk about.
Yeah, there's a lot of wars, and I guess it's not always about the war in itself. You know, it could be side stories. You know, from about some general. You know, there's so much stories, and they send them in to the band. You know, stories you've never heard of, which are fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, about Finnish soldiers or Polish soldiers.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's good.
And we don't take parts in anything. I mean, if we did that, we would be a political band, which we're not. And then you can see that in the lyrics too. I mean, we're non-religious, non-political band.
But historical.
But historical.
But historical. And I was told all these years, you know, like growing up, that metal was for dummies
Yeah.
that didn't know anything about history or the ways of the world, politically or social or scientific or whatever it is, you know. And then we have you guys.
Yeah, you know.
But I mean, it's more fun in that way. I mean, war is a terrible thing, and it shouldn't happen, but it shouldn't be forgotten. I mean,
Right. Well, there's survivors, and wars are usually fought for a reason. So I mean, but I understand. Like the first thing, you know, finding out about the band, you know, it's war. So you know, and that people judge, you know, on first appearance, and they're like, oh, that's negative. Why would you glorify something so horrible? Right.
Yeah.
But then, you know, check your sources, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's how it is. You know, you could go on Wikipedia and say whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been called Nazis and everything. It's insane. I mean, just because we have one word say Nazi in the lyrics doesn't mean we're Nazis and that this was great. No, that's fucked up. I mean, check your sources. I mean,
And those people do get it. fantastic.
Yeah.
So get your facts.
Yeah.
Now this tour that you've been on has been treating you guys pretty well.
It's been really good actually.
Yeah, way better than we expected.
Yeah.
'Cause I toured with Sabaton as they were supporting my old band Evergrey in 2011, and I could see how Sabaton were treated back then from the audience. It was good, but coming back a couple of years later and playing with the band, I could see the difference. You know, there's really something happening which feels fantastic.
Is there a, more of a camaraderie in the band now with you guys? I mean, no. is it a dictatorship or is it a democracy? Or I mean, how's the structure work? I mean, everybody have a say so?
Everybody has a saying now. I mean, it was that in the beginning also, but the other guys didn't want to write songs, so it was up to Joachim to write songs and up to Joachim and Per to write the lyrics. And for this album, we asked Joachim, is it okay if we write any songs? He's like,
Yeah.
knock yourself out, man.
Yeah,
Less work.
He even told me for
Yeah.
I was in the band for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, dude, I wrote this demo. You check it out. And he's like, yeah, sure. Is it okay if I do some demo? He's like, dude, you can write all the songs in the new album. Just make sure they're good enough.
Yeah.
To get a warm welcome like that into new band,
Yeah.
you know, you get psyched about it. It's like, wow, I can write songs, you know. So both me and Chris and Tobbe wrote songs on this album.
Yeah.
So
And there's obviously confidence that, I mean, nothing was rejected and thrown back like, no, we can't do this. And
yeah, of course.
There was a lot of
That's
that.
how it is.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's not good enough, it's not good enough.
How do you decide that it's
I
good
mean,
enough?
we have a listening with all in the band and then the producer, Peter Tekrin, and it's like, we have like a voting. It's like, is this good enough or should we change just this part or maybe this part? And just so everybody can have a saying, like, wow, this is good enough now. This is really good. And if it's not, we put it aside and maybe take it for the next album and try to,
Do you ever feel like some of the stuff that you've come up with, it really does work and it is good, but like you got people against you? And
No, the
No.
thing is with being with the people in the band right now and being at this professional level that we are and try to be, there's nothing personal in this stuff.
No.
Because everyone is cool with it and we don't scream at each other, yeah, that sucked, man.
No.
I want my fucking song on the album.
no egos.
No egos. And you know,
that's
I could tell
really
him when he
strange.
writes demos what I think about it, and he's like, okay, maybe I don't agree. I agree to disagree then.
Yeah.
So let's bring Joachim in and Per and whatever, and then we sort it out. Really no problem at all. And everyone wants the best quality and the best finished product.
Very cool. Well, the new album's about ready to come out. Again, I listened to it. It's a fantastic album. Really digging it.
Thank you.
What's next for you guys? Following this tour.
After this, we come back home to Sweden for like 3-4 days, and then we go on a festival tour.
Fly out another 36 hours somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do promotion for a week or so
Yeah.
in Europe, or maybe it's for Sweden, something like that. And then the festivals.
Yeah, all the festivals. Then we have our own headline Swedish tour. We do all the big, what's it called?
We do an open air festival outside 12 dates. I think it is 12 in Sweden.
Yeah.
It's going to be really cool for us. I think it's the biggest thing Sabaton has done in Sweden.
Yeah.
Very cool.
We had have a lot of cool support bands or special
Yeah.
guests as well. Like
we can't
Udo
say.
is there. Yeah,
Oh, really?
We can say.
Oh, we can?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
DAD.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, we can say.
Give us the scoop.
Yeah, that's badass bands. On
Yeah.
there.
Udo, and you said who else?
DAD, Disneyland
okay.
After Dark,
Yeah.
Danish band,
Yeah.
Amaranth.
Amaranth, Sweden.
Yeah.
Udo Dirk Schneider. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
That's the
Very
support.
cool. It's amazing that guy is just still
Yeah, he's rocking
churning
out.
it out,
Fucking
man.
badass. Yeah. Nice guy.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, I wish you guys the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you
looking
for
forward
having
to
me.
the show tonight. It's going to be fun.
Pleasure.
Thank you very much. Awesome.